It started like any other quiet week in Calabasas until one post changed everything. Khloé Kardashian had been keeping her distance from drama lately. No subtweets, no shade, no headlines, just family, business, and peace. But when a shocking piece of news involving Blac Chyna hit the internet, that piece shattered in seconds. "You can only stay silent for so long," Khloé wrote cryptically on Instagram. "Some people never change, no matter how many chances you give them." Within minutes, social media exploded. Screenshots, theories, hashtags. Fans knew exactly who she was talking about. According to multiple insider reports, Blac Chyna had allegedly made a private situation public. Something deeply personal involving Rob Kardashian and their daughter Dream. What was meant to stay between family suddenly became content. Chyna had gone live, dropping subtle but cutting remarks about Rob's bad energy and claiming the Kardashians still use Dream for publicity. The comments spread like wildfire, clipped, reposted, remixed. And for Khloé, who spent years defending her brother, that was it, the last straw. Khloé was furious, one source close to the family revealed. She saw the clip, called Kris immediately, and said, "We're not letting her do this again." It wasn't just anger, it was betrayal. Because after everything, the lawsuits, the reconciliations, the promises to move on, the Kardashians truly believed things were at peace. But this was a reminder that in Hollywood, peace is temporary. For months, things had actually seemed fine between Chyna and the Kardashians. She was co-parenting with Rob. She'd appeared on interviews preaching forgiveness and growth. Even Khloé had publicly supported Chyna's journey toward healing. But now that truce was gone. Khloé felt blindsided, another insider shared. She's been nothing but respectful toward Chyna for Dream's sake. But once she saw Rob getting dragged again, she snapped. And when Khloé Kardashian snaps, the world hears it. Because behind her calm voice and picture-perfect posts, there's a sister who's been holding her family together for over a decade. And this time she wasn't holding back. The betrayal had gone public. And for the Kardashians, that means one thing. The war just went digital. Before the betrayal, before the cryptic posts, before the storm, there was peace. Or at least that's what everyone thought. For months, Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna had been quietly co-parenting. No arguments, no headlines, no tension, just two parents focused on raising Dream. They'd even been spotted together at family events, cordial, civil, smiling for the cameras. It felt like a new chapter, one insider shared. Everyone thought they had finally figured it out. Even Khloé Kardashian, who's always been protective of her brother, started to let her guard down. She believed that the worst was over, that Chyna had really changed, that all the drama was in the past. The Kardashians had even started including Chyna in small conversations about Dream's milestones. Kris Jenner reportedly offered to help set up a college fund. Khloé sent gifts for Dream's birthday. Everything looked healed until it wasn't. Khloé truly believed Chyna was in a better place, the insider said. She even told Rob that forgiveness might finally be working. But behind the scenes, there were signs, subtle ones, that not everything was as peaceful as it seemed. Chyna had started posting vague quotes again about fake people, energy vampires, and family masks. At first, fans brushed them off, but now those same posts look like foreshadowing. According to people close to both sides, it all began with a disagreement over Dream's media exposure. A brand wanted to feature Dream in a Kardashian-adjacent campaign. And while Rob reportedly approved, Chyna didn't. She allegedly felt blindsided and took her frustration to social media. She felt like decisions were being made without her input, a source explained. That's when the resentment started bubbling up again. What could have been a quiet conversation turned into a public spectacle, the kind of situation the Kardashians know too well. Chyna's followers took her side. Fans started tagging Rob, and soon everyone was speculating about tension between them again. That's when Khloé saw it, and that's when everything changed. Khloé had stayed quiet through years of chaos, the lawsuits, the interviews, the back and forth shade. But watching her brother's name trend again, watching Chyna take the story public, was too much. She called Rob immediately, one source said. She told him, "You have to stop letting her do this to you. Enough is enough." And it wasn't just about defending him. It was about ending a cycle that's haunted the family for years, a pattern of peace, betrayal, and fallout that never seems to end. Khloé's not angry because of one post, another insider said. She's angry because she's seen this story before. It always ends with Rob getting hurt. And this time, she made it clear. She wasn't going to stay silent. For years, Khloé Kardashian had been the family's quiet protector. She defended her brother Rob when the world mocked him. She stayed calm when Blac Chyna took their private issues public, and she bit her tongue again and again to keep the peace for the sake of Dream. But this time, she broke her silence. "Enough is enough," Khloé wrote in a now viral story. "Some people mistake kindness for weakness. I've stayed quiet to protect my family, but I'm done protecting people who don't deserve it." It was short, it was sharp, and it was unmistakably aimed at Blac Chyna. Within seconds, fans flooded social media and theories spread, screenshots circulated. Everyone knew who Khloé meant, but she didn't have to say a name. Oh, she's talking about Chyna, no doubt. Khloé finally snapped, and honestly, I don't blame her. Protecting Rob again as always. Her post was more than just shade, it was a declaration. Khloé wasn't going to stand by while her brother's peace was being tested again. According to sources close to the family, before Khloé went public, she tried to handle it privately. She reportedly called Chyna directly, not to argue, but to ask why. Khloé wanted to understand, one insider said. She called her and said, "Why would you say those things online when you know Rob's been trying to stay out of drama?" But the call didn't go well. Chyna allegedly hung up, and that's when Khloé's patience finally snapped. "She's tried to keep it respectful for years," another source explained. "But when you cross that line and hurt someone she loves, it's over." Khloé's post wasn't just about a feud, it was about a pattern. Years of watching her brother spiral while Chyna's name kept showing up in his story. Years of believing things had changed only to see history repeat itself. Khloé didn't tag anyone, she didn't mention Rob or Dream or Chyna, but she didn't have to. Her words carried the weight of everything she's never said publicly. "You can forgive people 1,000 times," she wrote in a follow-up post, "but if they keep choosing chaos, it's time to choose peace, even if it means walking away." Fans praised her for being strong, critics called it drama bait, but no matter what side you were on, one thing was clear: Khloé had had enough. This wasn't about attention, a Kardashian insider confirmed. This was about drawing a line in the sand. Because behind the reality TV smiles and polished interviews, there's a sister who's been watching her brother fight the same battle for almost a decade. And this time, she wasn't just defending him. She was exposing what really happens when forgiveness runs out. "Khloé's the only one who ever calls it like it is," one family friend said. And this time, she said what everyone was thinking. While the internet buzzed with Khloé's fiery post and Chyna's cryptic silence, one person stayed completely quiet: Rob Kardashian. But behind the silence, there was heartbreak. According to sources close to the family, Rob was crushed when he saw the new round of headlines. He had worked so hard to rebuild his life, focusing on his daughter, staying out of the spotlight, avoiding drama. And now, once again, he was being dragged into chaos he didn't ask for. "Rob's worked for years to find peace," one insider said. "He's not the same person he was back then. He doesn't want that old energy around him anymore." So when he saw the live stream, when he heard Chyna mention him again, something inside him finally broke. He told his family, "I'm done." The insider revealed, not angry, just done. He's emotionally checked out of anything connected to her. People forget who Rob Kardashian really is. Before the fame, before the scandals, he was the gentle one, the quiet one. He never chased headlines, never wanted attention. "He's got the biggest heart," Khloé once said, "but that's why he gets hurt the most." And over the years, that heart has taken more than its share of hits. From the very public fallout with Chyna to losing confidence in front of millions, Rob has lived every heartbreak under a microscope. So this time, instead of fighting back, he chose something new: peace. He told his mom, "I don't care what she says anymore. I just want to protect Dream." Rob's friends say he's been focusing on being a father, taking Dream to school, cooking her breakfast, and spending quiet weekends at home away from cameras. He doesn't care about the fame, he doesn't care about the money, he just cares about keeping things calm for his daughter. He doesn't even want to post online anymore, one friend said. He's tired. He's seen what happens when people live their life through the internet. That's why when this new wave of drama hit, he didn't respond publicly, he didn't make a statement, he didn't post a clap back, he simply told his family, "I'm done with it." And for Rob Kardashian, those words meant something deeper than a feud. They meant freedom. Rob realized that sometimes peace isn't about forgiving people again, it's about walking away quietly, the source added. Khloé reportedly broke down when she heard him say those words. not because she disagreed, but because she knew he meant them. She's proud of him, the insider said. She told him, "You don't owe anyone anything anymore. Just focus on dreaming yourself." For the first time in years, Rob's not chasing resolution. He's not trying to fix things, and he's just letting go. And in a family where every emotion turns into a headline, that kind of silence is the loudest thing he's ever done. After days of silence, after Khloé's cryptic post, after Rob's quiet retreat, and after the internet tore itself apart, Blac Chyna finally spoke. But instead of the fiery energy people expected, she was calm, controlled, almost too calm. In a sit-down interview and a follow-up Instagram live, Chyna addressed the controversy head-on. "This isn't what it looks like," she began. "People are twisting my words. I wasn't shading anyone. I was speaking my truth about my own experience." She claimed the viral comments about Rob and the Kardashians were taken out of context, that she wasn't attacking anyone, just expressing frustration about co-parenting in the public eye. "I've come a long way," she said softly. "I've made mistakes, but I'm not the villain people keep painting me to be." Fans noticed something different this time. Gone was the defensive tone that used to fuel old feuds. This was a composed, almost spiritual Chyna, or as she now prefers to be known, Angela White. "I don't do drama anymore," she said. "I do growth." She spoke about healing, faith, and motherhood, saying her only focus now is her children, Dream, and King Cairo. "Everything I do is for them," she explained. "If people can't see that, that's not my problem." She never mentioned Khloé's name. She never said Rob, but everyone could feel it. She was defending herself without picking a fight. Still, the internet didn't buy all of it. Some fans praised her new maturity. Others accused her of playing innocent after starting the drama in the first place. "She's calm now because she got called out," one fan commented. "Chyna's trying to rewrite the story again," another wrote. Even her interview tone sparked debate. Was this genuine evolution or clever PR? Because the timing, just days after Khloé's viral post, didn't feel accidental. "Every time Khloé speaks, Chyna finds her moment," one source close to the Kardashians said. "It's like a game of media chess, and Chyna knows how to play." Regardless of her intentions, the damage was already out there. Rob's peace had been disrupted, Khloé's trust had been shattered again, and the fragile truce between Chyna and the Kardashians was gone, just like that. "She's trying to act like this was all a misunderstanding," an insider said. But the truth is, Rob's not interested in any explanation anymore. Because no matter how polished the defense sounds, it can't undo years of public tension, or the fresh sting of betrayal that reopened old wounds. Chyna might say, "This isn't what it looks like," but to the Kardashians, it looks exactly the same. Once Khloé Kardashian spoke and Blac Chyna responded, it was too late. The internet had already picked its battlefield. Within hours, hashtags like #Team Khloé, #Team Chyna, and #ProtectRob were trending across Twitter, TikTok, and Reddit. Screenshots, edits, and reaction videos took over everyone's feed. And for a story that started as whispers of betrayal, it quickly turned into a global debate about loyalty, forgiveness, and family. For most fans, it wasn't even a question. They stood with Khloé fiercely, unapologetically. "Khloé's been protecting Rob since day one," one tweet read. "She's the only one who actually calls things out when they get toxic." It's not about hate, it's about boundaries. Khloé's setting them, and I respect that. Clips of her cryptic Instagram story were reposted thousands of times with messages like, "She's done staying quiet." Fans applauded her strength and vulnerability, calling her the heart of the Kardashian family. Even people who don't normally follow the Kardashians couldn't ignore how personal it all felt. "Khloé's not doing this for clout," one fan commented on TikTok. "She's doing this for her brother, and that's real." But not everyone saw it that way. Some fans defended Blac Chyna, claiming she was being unfairly villainized. Again, "People always want to paint Chyna as the problem," one supporter wrote. "She's been working on herself. Maybe Khloé's post was just unnecessary." Others pointed out that Chyna had publicly apologized in the past for her role in past drama, and that maybe this was all being blown out of proportion. "If she says she's changed, why can't people believe her?" another fan asked. "It's exhausting watching women tear each other down." Still, even among her defenders, there was skepticism, because while Chyna preached peace, her timing right after Khloé's viral post felt calculated. She knew exactly what she was doing, one follower said. You don't post vague shade and then act innocent when it explodes. Then came the celebrity takes, reality stars, influencers, and even podcast hosts weighing in on the drama. One entertainment blogger put it best. Khloé Kardashian's post wasn't about drama, it was about exhaustion. She's been holding this family together for years. Others questioned whether Chyna was using the media storm to stay relevant, now that her spotlight had faded. Every time things go quiet, one insider told Page Six, she finds a way back into the conversation. So now, as the dust starts to settle in Calabasas, one truth stands taller than all the headlines. When it comes to family, betrayal cuts the deepest, because this wasn't just another Kardashian feud, this was years of tension, forgiveness, and fragile peace, shattered in a single moment. Khloé Kardashian didn't post out of pettiness, she posted out of pain. The kind that comes from watching someone you love get hurt over and over again, the kind that makes you realize silence doesn't always protect peace. Sometimes it protects the wrong people. And Rob Kardashian, the quiet one, the gentle one, finally choosing peace instead of chaos? That's not weakness, that's healing. I'm done, he said. 3 small words, but for him, it's freedom. Meanwhile, Blac Chyna, or Angela White as she now calls herself, insists she's changed. And maybe she has. Maybe her piece is real, maybe her words are honest, but when your past is built on chaos, it takes more than calm interviews to convince the world you've turned the page. Because in this family, forgiveness has limits, and the Kardashians have finally reached theirs. So what do you think, Hush Hush fam? Did Khloé Kardashian do the right thing by exposing the truth? Or did she just reopen old wounds that should have stayed closed? Drop your thoughts below. Are you Team Khloé, standing for loyalty and boundaries, or Team Chyna, believing people deserve a real second chance? Tap that like button if you think protecting your peace sometimes means walking away. Hit subscribe to join the Hush Hush Fame family, where we go deeper than the headlines and uncover the emotions Hollywood tries to hide. Leave a comment with your take on whose side are you on and what would you have done if you were in Khloé's shoes. And don't forget to share this video, because when it comes to love, loyalty, and fame, everyone has a limit. This is Hush Hush Fame, where every whisper has truth, every scandal has a story, and every week we bring you the heartbeat behind Hollywood's chaos. Thank you for watching, my Hush Hush fam. Stay kind, stay curious, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.